Well, good afternoon, metalheads. I hope everybody is doing great this football Sunday and watching football games, drinking beer, having all kinds of fun. We had one hell of a night last night in the KACKALACK as far as metal shows go. So, hey, welcome to the Queen City Metal Shop, and let's talk some metal shop. This is E-Rock, and I welcome you to my podcast. So yeah, man, I got a great show for y'all. I am going to be spotlighting one of my favorite local bands by the name of Divine Treachery out of Greensboro, North Carolina, and they sent me a track called Panic that I'm going to play, and we'll talk about them a little bit and some shows they have coming up. And I also want to go through a small calendar rundown, but I also want to spotlight a pretty kick-ass show that's coming up this coming weekend at the Underground Fillmore called the Listen Local series, and there's some great bands on that show, and I'll go through the list of bands that are going to be on that and what that show is all about, and an awesome place called the Underground that fucking supports local music, local metal bands, or local music period, like you wouldn't even believe. It's just amazing. It's an amazing club that holds hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, and it's the home of the Queen City Metal Fest and the Winter Metal Fest. And yeah, they got a great guy out there by the name of Brandon Henson. I like to give him a shout out. He's pretty much been the idea behind all of this and bringing local metal bands and other bands out to the underground so they can play a really cool club, a big club, and get lots of people out there. So, and they got some great staff out there, and we love playing there. Black Rich has played there quite a few times. I have, at least I think 3 or 4 times, and they're real huge supporters of the local scene around here and the local metal scene. So that's a really great thing to have a club that big want to promote the local metal scene here and make it bigger and bigger and bigger, and not just shows, but they're constantly trying to spread the word for all up and down the East Coast about what Charlotte metal scene is all about here in the rock scene, hard rock scene, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, they're pretty great, man. And I think what I'll do is I'll just go through some of the bands that are playing on that show and the date and all that. So yeah, January 12th. That is this coming Saturday, people. And so it's coming up pretty quick. So you need to go get your tickets. I know there have been some people, I don't know if you could check with the bands or not, but some people have been giving away free tickets. I don't know if that's still available or not. I know I got me a couple free tickets from AJ at Carolina Headbangers, so I'm just saying, you never know. It's worth a shot. But, if you can't do that, then you can get tickets through Ticketmaster at just about $8 advance if you go to the club and get that. So save you a couple dollars, but if you don't, it's $10 at the door. Not exactly sure how much it is on Ticketmaster, but you can go and check it out, I'm sure, and find out. But yeah, that's coming this mother effing Saturday. And you know who's going to be on this show? Guess what? A lot of kick-ass bands. And we're going to have Faithful Annie, Something Clever, Reason Defined, Black Water Drowning, and Venus Invictus. So that is one hell of a fucking lineup. Yeah, and you know what else? My metalheads, you can go check out that event page on FaceCrack or Facebook, and you can see all the details, all the lineup, all the bands, and you can find every single one of these bands on Facebook and just about everywhere on the freaking internet. So go and check all of these bands out and go get your mother effing tickets. So yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody that's tuning in right now. I know it's millions of people, and I really appreciate it. And this is Queen City Metal Shop with E-Rock. I welcome you to my podcast if you're just now tuning in. I think one thing I want to do before I do the calendar rundown is maybe do a flashback song of a band. And let me see if I can find one. I'll be right back.
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight. This is where they die.
Oh, okay. Hold on there, Sparta. Calm down a little bit. It's just a flashback song. Nothing to get that extreme about. But man, I'm so excited. You have no idea what I found out in the tool shed in a box, a CD. Yeah, and I don't know if you remember this band, but they were around quite a long time ago, and I'm pretty excited about this. If you remember a band by the name of Abduction. Yeah, so just a shout out real quick, because I don't want to keep y'all out. This is going a little bit longer than I thought it would on this podcast, but I have a lot to say. It's been about a week since I did one. So this band Abduction, back in the day, around 2000, 99, 2000, my first band I was playing in Groove Union, we used to play with these guys at the Click in Greensboro, and this song right here that Danny Burton just recently resent me, I used to have this CD and I used to blast it every day. And when I was in that first band, we did a lot of kind of like rap metal, and this was like, Abduction was the first local band that I played with that was like fucking heavy, and had like a new sound. And I can absolutely remember thinking, man, I want to play, and that's the kind of music I want to play. I want to be in that band. And me and my brother used to crank this fucking song, this 4-song CD all the time. And it was, I believe it was just remastered by Jamie King, and it was recorded by Jamie King back in the day. And this song was recorded in 2000, so that's 19 years ago. That is a fucking long time. And these guys just kind of resurfaced back into the scene, and hopefully, man, and it's all original members. Hopefully I'll get to play some shows with them and go get to see them live. Yeah, and unfortunately I tried to get in touch with Danny and I couldn't, and I did this flashback thing, which is something that I've been wanting to do for a while. Just kind of popped in my head on this podcast before I get to Divine Treachery. So yeah, Abduction, and I think that they're out of Winston-Salem or Greensboro. I can't really remember. But yeah, this is a track that he just sent me not long ago, and it was one of my favorite songs back in the day. So here we go.
Yeah, I think I'm falling. Yeah, I think I'm falling down. I think I'm falling. I think I'm falling too. Yeah, twisted thoughts of you inside my head. Cannot see the one that's already dead. Did you think you could stop me? Did you think you could hold me? Did you think you could waste me? It's my time to attack. Did you never lay down? Did you know you walked all over me? Did you know I'll take it? Force it to die. Because of you, I wanna start to run. Because of you, there's no turning back. Because of you, I wanna start to run. Because of you, I'm turn out to die. Did you think you could stop me? Did you think you could hold me? Did you think you could waste me? It's my time to attack.
What did I tell you, man? Oh my God, I used to love that song so much, man. It really changed kind of the way I seen metal before I got with some other bands after Groove Union. You know, Travis Stickler being one of them as far as vocals. Rest in peace, miss you, brother. Yeah, but that was Abduction, and hopefully I can find out the name of that song and I post it in the Queen City Metal Shop post. Y'all got to give me a break, man. That was 2000. That's like 19 years ago, you know, so it's kind of hard to remember some things. But anyway, so let's get on to my featured spotlight. The band I've been raving about this whole time, Divine Treachery. And that's how I say their name. If you don't say their name like that, then you are not fucking living life. Say it with me one time. Divine Treachery. That is the most metal fucking name I've ever heard in my life. And this right here coming up is a badass song, and it is called Panic. So check this out. When I get back, I'm going to talk a little bit about these cool ass dudes when we get back. This is Panic. Holy shit, that is fire, son! Oh my God! Odin over Winfrey Tom Cruise. That is a badass motherfucking track right there from Divine Treachery. out of Greensboro is what I say, North KACKALACK. Yeah, go check them out on Spotify, Facebook, and I'm sure just about everywhere else you can get that new song that they just released. Not sure what the name of the album is going to be. Maybe Jimmy could chime in and post a comment about what the name of that new album is going to be. I might already know, I might have forgot, who knows. But anyway, that is Alan, Dalton, Craig, and Jimmy in Divine Treachery, and they will bring the mosh, so bring your fucking neck brace. And that's the truth, because I've seen these guys play quite a few times, man, and they put on one hell of a show. So check it out. They got a lot of shows coming up, so I'm going to run through this real quick. They will be at the Coffee Pot Roadhouse in Roanoke, Virginia, January 19th. January 24th at the Milestone, aka the Ghetto Fortress, on the west side of Charlotte, North Carolina. February 2nd at the K&Q in Charlotte, North Carolina. Could be one of the last few shows, metal shows you see at that place on the weekends. But I do believe they will be doing metal shows during the week. Sad to hear that news, but it is what it is. And they will be at Shiners in Greensboro, February 16th. And March 23rd at Dapper Dan's Vapor Things in Lynchburg, Virginia. Hell yes. Virginia is on fire, man. What is going on? I need to get up there soon, play some shows. Any bands up there want to hook Black Ritual up, man, hit me up. We want to come to Virginia ASAP. Alright, so Divine Treachery, amazing kick-ass band, man. Please go check them out. They're really, really cool dudes. I know them all. Amazing musicians. They have some really good songs. I have a CD of them, and I have some songs of theirs on my phone. I listen to them all the time. So yeah, go check them out, man. And I appreciate you all tuning in. I'm going to say my goodbyes now. I've been talking way too fucking much today. So I hope you all enjoy football. And I hope you enjoy this podcast. And keep your fucking horns up high. Bang your head. Go to every fucking local show out there that you can. And support local fucking metal bands. And always remember, be good to your children, your women, and the people you love. I love y'all very much. Thanks for tuning in. This is E-Rock, and I'm out. Peace out.
The following message is transmitted by the request of the United States government. There has been a large group of people known as metalheads to have taken over Charlotte, North Carolina, also known as the Queen City. We suggest that you either find shelter or join in, as there will be acts such as moshing, crowd surfing, and people getting out their daily frustrations